Hello, everybody. It's the beginning of the George A. Romero Dead Saga on the cigarette bans, and I am going to review the first part right now. You've already seen the reviews up from Russian Greg. George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead from 1968. It's all about these few people who hide in a farmhouse away from the reanimated dead that are roaming around around presumably America, but we only see the cemetery and the moors and stuff and the fields. We assume that it's to do with a fallen satellite, something to do with a radioactive satellite, and yeah, it's one of the most influential films of all time. Certainly one of the most influential horror films of all time. The film itself, like as technically speaking, was made on a very low budget, with no-name actors, and George A. Romero hadn't made a name for himself at all at this point, and of course it shocked a lot of people, as it would, because all the zombie films before that have been like one person who's like turned into, well, most of them anyway. I can't speak for all of them because I haven't seen many. Have been like just one person brought up by like some sort of crazy doctor and brought up from the dead. Yeah, that's basically the gist of the zombie film before this. Now this, everybody who's died come back alive, and they try and feed on the living, try and feed on flesh, which set the ball rolling for Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, and so on, and basically created a whole new creature that we hadn't seen before. If we think of a zombie now, it'd be George A. Romero's kind of zombie. The film, by the way, is on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it, seriously. You won't regret it. I don't need to post a link, just search Night of the Living Dead on YouTube. Anyway, for a while, this and like probably for a long while now, until I see it like a few more times, is my least favourite of the Dead films. Not the Dead films, the least favourite of the first trilogy. Although it is absolutely amazing, it's not my favourite of the Dead films. I'll save my favourite for that review. But yeah, it's still one of the most thought-provoking and genius films ever made. The social commentary is just packed to the brim. Seriously, there's comments on race, there's comments on society in general. There's the whole idea of empty vessels walking and feasting on people. The film also, I believe, broke down a few racial barriers as well, because there is a black main character and he's kicking ass, and that, I think, helped a lot of black cinema to start being taken seriously and stuff. And yeah, he is an awesome character. The ending just made me think for days and days after, and it gave me a huge shock when I saw it the first time. For days I thought whether it meant that the police force was racist. It's very, very thought-provoking. I can't really say too much more, except for, like, it has one of my favourite lines in a film ever, the "We're coming to get you, Barbara" line. And I just want to say a few more things. The whole bit at the beginning with the cemetery, the way it builds up from just one zombie to many, like when that one zombie comes up behind them, when they're looking at the grave, and it tries to eat them. I thought that scene was incredibly chilling. And this I'm just going to say now, is by today's standards is not one of the scariest films. it's not it won't really put fear into people, but back then I can see why it would have. It is one of the greatest horror films of all time. It is definitely one of the greatest zombie films of all time, no question about that. The whole trilogy is three of the greatest zombie films of all time, and yeah, I class this as like the zombie trilogy, and then there's the other trilogy which I haven't seen two of, so I don't know if I can call it a trilogy yet, but I'm going to definitely see them, obviously, because we're going to review them. Yeah, this review was probably very scathing, and I'm sorry, but I just didn't really have much to say about this film. The next film, and the next few films, I will have quite a lot to say about, because I think Dawn of the Dead... You know what, I won't tell you what I think about Dawn of the Dead. Aha, getting sneaky. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this review. Hopefully you enjoy everybody else's reviews, which you will, because everyone's great on this channel. And yeah, see Night of the Living Dead. If you haven't already, what you waiting for? It's on YouTube. Yeah, in its entirety, in one video. So just search Night of the Living Dead on YouTube. And it's in public domain, so you can download it legally, which is always good. Anyway, that's it from me for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.